Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. You don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's go for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm big rain, come along with me. Together with the truth you'll see. Got pearls and a laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Just as hard and no support, together we will hold the fort. Nearly grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Well, hello, my beautiful pearls. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is May 7th, 2025. It is currently 9:53 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Thank you, Candace. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the warm welcome, my beautiful pearls. I love you all so very much. Um, I just wanted to go over a few things before we get started on this. Um, please keep Daily, our mod Daily, in your prayers. Uh, she'll talk about it later, but she's going through some really bad health problems, and I absolutely love my mods, and I love my members, and I love my pearls, and I love my chat. And I was a little down earlier. I'm still down, but uh, so if you don't mind, I'll let her talk about it when she's ready. She just got some bad news today. So if you guys don't mind keeping Daily in your prayers, keeping all of the pearls in your prayers. Also, of course, Tiffany Marie and her son, and of course, Christine 5555 in your prayers, and all of that. So, if you don't mind, I would appreciate it. Justin, I ordered the Curology for myself for Mother's Day, so look out for it. Oh, good, D Mystery, good. It should give you the 20 off for you for your next one as well, dear. So thank you so very much, dear. I appreciate that very, very much. You will love it, I promise you. Um, Summer's Truth, absolutely. She's thank you for mentioning that Canadian cookie. I've got so much things going in my head right now. uh Summer's Truth, she's not been doing very well, and she's really struggling right now. uh so please keep her absolutely in your prayers for Brandy and Michael Vaughn. A lot of people out there that needs prayers, guys. um One thing I've learned in life, life, if you've lived long enough, you've been through some stuff, right? You've definitely been through some stuff. And one thing about life is uh it's ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. And when you know you're in the good times, celebrate those good times. Really celebrate them, because life is short. It is so incredibly short. If you live 100 years, it's short. Okay. um It's all about the dash. Yes, absolutely. So, celebrate those good times, and even if you're not going through a really, really hard time, count that blessing. Count that blessing. I haven't yet, Carol. I've got to work on that, but I will. So thank you all for being here. Cindy Lou, still need prayers for inner shingles. Absolutely, Cindy Lou. Thank you so much, honey. We will definitely keep you in our prayers. Speaking of that, I didn't do a goal or anything. I don't know if I'm going to continue those or not. We'll see. But if you want to help me out, it's always appreciated. Um, whether it's monetarily, do super chat, or uh, Cash App, Venmo, memberships, anything like that. It's always appreciated. Um, Healing vibes for those who need them. Absolutely, Leslie. I didn't get to do my. I was out of town for a little bit, so I didn't get to. It's kind of a little bit behind. Jana, thank you so much for 1 year. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that, Jana. Can't do it without you. It's been an emotional day. It really has. It's been an emotional week for me. Um, the two little kids, 4 and 6 years old. When does it stop? When does it stop? And we're going to really talk about this today. Like, really, really get into it, on what that looks like. I do want to make a note before we get started, um, that a disclaimer: this is the court of public opinion. All individuals discussed are presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. Consider everyone we talk about as innocent unless they have been uh, convicted in a court of law. This live stream is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views and opinions expressed are based on public available information. I spelled information wrong. And I need to fix that. And personal commentary. Uh, they do not constitute legal advice um, or accusations. We are not affiliated with any law enforcement or legal entities. Our discussions are speculative in nature and should not be taken as factual assertions. Viewer discretion is advised. Consider anyone and everyone innocent until and unless proven guilty. And if they are not named suspects, don't call them a suspect either. Um, but we live in a country where we can have an opinion, right? And we certainly do have those. So please use in my opinion or allegedly if you don't mind. Um so thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Candace. I really do appreciate that, honey. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Miss Candace. Hope you are well. I love you, darling. You're an OG. Thank you, Miss Candace. Appreciate you, my dear. Summer's Army, I love you, honey. I am praying for you. Summer's Army just lost her daughter. I can't. I'm too emotional today. We love you, honey. Thank you for everything, Miss Summer's Army. Appreciate you very much. Canadian Cookie, my OG. Thank you, my love. Prayers for everyone in need, health wise or other. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. And butterfly kisses. There she is. Justin, you're the best. Justice for Sebastian Rogers. Thank you, my dear. Love you so much, butterfly. Really do appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much for 14 months. So, all right. So we're going to talk about a few things in this live today. And one is what they call the Cinderella Effect. And we all know the story of Cinderella, right? Cinderella, she was a stepchild, and she was the one who was made to do all the work, and the stepmother in that case was extremely mean to her. Now, I labeled this all step parents aren't created equal because equally, actually more than equally, I would say there's better step parents or okay step parents more than there is those out there that aren't, right? So we got to remember that. And a step parent can be absolutely beautiful. They step up whenever many times the other parent doesn't, uh, or sometimes it's a bonus parent, right? All the parents are in their life, and it's a bonus parent that relationship just didn't work out. And these step parents love you like their own. If you have one of those, God bless you. Oh, thank you, Canadian. Thank you so much, my dear, for gifting 2 pearl necklaces. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate you. Much love to you, my dear. If you received one of those pearl necklaces from our beautiful Canadian, give her a big, big thank you. Really do appreciate that, my dear. All right. So that being said, we're going to talk about the Cinderella effect in this. I'm going to show you some real life examples, and I've kind of talked about this as well, but I want to go in a little more detail. I may do an entire live stream around this, but we're going to talk about when missing child parents try to control the narrative and try to get close to the creator. And we have seen this as creators time and time again. And I really believe that many creators are manipulated without them actually even knowing it. Uh, I really, really believe that. I think you really need to be trained in order to know how to not be manipulated. I have taken a buku of classes, and I'll be getting some certifications and stuff very, very soon. We'll talk about more of that in the future uh, as well. And so I've been taking classes for a long time. But I'll talk more about that later. I've kind of let y'all in a little bit about that. But why they try to control the narrative, which we see that quite a bit. So missing children, parents, and creator influence. I think it's very, very interesting. What was the other thing that I was going to talk about? Give me 2 seconds. We got the Cinderella Effect, and what do I have 2 of those? Okay. What is this? I don't know what. Hmm. Just give me a second, guys. I apologize. Oh, what some guilty parents say and do in a missing child's case as well. First, we're going to do that. Now, just because they say and do some of these things does not mean they are guilty, but just with some of my training and things I know, these are very, very common. Very, very common. Uh, Patty, I am so behind on emails, honey. I was out of town last week and I get well over 100 emails a day, usually even more. And I have just not had, so I do apologize. I promised you I will get to it, my dear. Um, it shows a lot of deception. Yes, absolutely. Guys, do me a favor. Please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly, greatly appreciate it if you would be so kind in doing that. Means so much to me. All right. So, what some guilty parents say and do in missing child's cases, right? Linguistics, right? The red flags. Uh, give me 2 seconds, y'all, because I don't know what I did with my thing here. 2 seconds, y'all. I apologize. Equally, I'm not. I swear I always have it ready, and then I go live, and then I'm getting ready to talk about something, and I don't have it. I don't have it. All right. Uh, sorry, guys. Let's see here. I swear I have it somewhere. Mm, 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 mm. All right. I think I found it. I think I found it. All right. I keep saying all right. And sorry, guys. Oh, here it is. I got it. I found it. I found it. Oh, that's why. Sorry. Um, okay, I got it. It's gonna be all right, Justin. It's got to be because I don't have any other choice. I'm live and we gotta work with what we got, right? Uh Here we go. All right, so um linguistics. What parents sometimes do whenever they may be guilty, they haven't been, you know, charged or anything like that. We're not saying anyone in specific, but we are talking about in general. So, common things that they say is Remy didn't steal it, in my opinion. Probably not, Dean White. Uh, I don't know what happened, right? Very flat or tone in many occasions. That is something, for instance, and again, not saying anyone here is guilty, but Candace and Don Wells did, you know, she just said she was, Summer went downstairs and she was just gone. That was the words that she used. She was just gone. Um, Another thing in Edgar and KK, in the very first interview with, I think it was Duchess, he's Edgar says Sebastian just walks out the door and gone. Gone. That's it. Like he just, walked out of the house one night, gone. Past tense references, right? He was a good kid, right? Or been he would have been 16, right? And then correcting that behavior, that or what they're saying when they know that they just said that, just vanished. Yes, Lovey. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Martha. Um, what was it that Don Wells said? And again, none of these people that I'm talking about currently have been named a suspect or persons of interest, but there's been high scrutiny from the court of public opinion. We're being harassed. Focus on themselves, right? Constant focusing on themselves. Second or third interview, Edgar, how are you doing? It's rough, and people just keep attacking us or keep talking about this or, me, woe is me. That is something that is extremely common. Something that Letitia Stout did, Don Wells, Candace, all of them, uh, constantly focusing on themselves rather than finding the answers to finding their child. It's a very, very big because in those moments, in those moments, right, you don't give a wooden nickel about what anyone thinks, has an opinion on if your child is missing. right? Refusing help. Yes. Dismissing facts. Yes. Shifting attention on themselves. Too much irrelevant detail. Focusing on things that they know is irrelevant, such as, in my opinion, and authorities, I will say, like this video of the dog walking, the someone walking this dog uh, at whatever time. They know that that is not relevant whatsoever, right? Police quickly came out and said that, but still going with that narrative, but yet not interested in the video at 3 a.m. when a car literally pulls up on their street, walks through several neighbors' yard, going to their house. Echoing police or media language, something that's very common, very, very common. Speaking in terms of how the police talk, which generally is very vague, right? You could also say it's kind of vague, and uh, it's not normal for an emotional parent and or step parent to be speaking like someone in the media, or a police officer in that respect, right? They're emotional. They just want to find their child, and that's it. Um, they're not going to say, you know, that's another thing that we're not privy to, or that's not, uh, law enforcement has dictated us not to answer that, or that's another thing of this investigation that we can't speak about. One of those, right? So there's that. Interview and public behavior, right? Delayed interviews and statements. Um, Going days, weeks, years, or never doing an interview. Time is of the essence when your child is missing, right? Or your loved one is missing. You need to be out in front of the camera, or searching, doing something, being proactive in your loved one's, uh, missing case. Uh, so why would you delay something? The first 48 hours, really 72 in some cases, but 48 to 72 hours is so critical in your missing loved one's case. And if you are waiting, 9, 10 days, I think the Wells waited 13 days, nearly 2 weeks. Um, Fake crying, dry eyes, inappropriate smiles, right? Those inappropriate smiles. Now, this is my opinion on this, but I have spoke about this before.
Snacks because he's 15 and snacks.
Watch.
Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks.
You will see Duper's Delight. Yes, you will see KK in many instances, which I have spoke about in ad nauseum, how she will be looking at the reporter or whatever, and she'll smile or she'll laugh, and then she realize, oh, it's probably not a thing I should be doing right now. And she'll go straight back, quick. Um, when she goes "Ew," like that, uh, watch it again. It's the second part to this. When she goes, "Ew," and she goes,
snacks because, he's 15 and snacks.
right here.
Snacks because, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because, he's 15 and snacks.
Right? So those kind of things. In her year, when Sebastian went missing, in my opinion, she did this quite a bit in the interview. I think it was with Holly. So the inappropriate smiles is a big thing. Another big thing, trying to control the narrative. Trying to control the narrative, right? Don't talk about my truck. Justin, did you listen to Mike D imitate the squeal from KP? It was priceless. No, Michelle, I've got to listen to that. I didn't. No situation awareness. Yes. Yep. Yep. It's their way or yes. Yes, Kiki. Absolutely. Yes, Candace, you're right about this. Trying to control the narrative, right? Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. Wanting people to either talk about this or not speak about that, right? Uh, very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Uh, again, there should be no narrative for any parent of a missing child other than they are doing anything within their power constantly to help benefit finding their child. That's it. Yes. Yep. Look at me. I'm innocent. Yep. Hey, Hoot. Good to see you, my friend. Guys, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate it. Very, very true Southern girl. Same thing with Jen Soto. Fake crying, laughing, looking at the ceiling, not making eye contact. Absolutely. Absolutely. The eyes is truly the window to the soul. Truly the window to the soul. And um, even if I am annoyed with someone in person, I don't like to make eye contact, even myself. I don't know because I'm so annoyed with them. I'm just like, let me go for a minute. You know what I mean? So it's in all of us. We can't help it. We can't help it. It is just is what it is. Yes, and Edgar. Yeah, I agree with that too, Candace. Yeah. I hate that they make fun of Sebastian. I know. Uh, we all react differently in situations, but in the case of a missing child, there is always a sense of urgency, panic, and desperation. Never would imagine a parent be nonchalant, in my opinion. That's right, Lorraine. You're absolutely right, and we all do act differently in um, different situations, right? But we do know what average is, right? We do know what average is. And I've never really seen a person with a missing child or loved one who is, laughing and carrying on and joking and just acting like they won the lottery, right? That is not normal. There's things that are normal to the human condition, and there's things that are not normal to the human condition. There is a broad spectrum. I agree with that. But we do know what the general consensus is when uh, a child is sick, God forbid, or missing, or we lose a loved one. Uh, and so, we can have a baseline there. uh Sudden shifts in emotional tone, right? um and again, I would go back to this again, the second part.
Snacks because, he's 15 and snacks.
That's an emotional tone,
Snacks because.
right? That is an emotional tone in itself. Again, changing your affect uh quickly is bizarre. It's something. I understand if you've ever lost a loved one of any sort, you know that it is a roller coaster. It really is a roller coaster. 1 minute you might be fine, and the next hour you might, you know, blow a gasket and just sob your eyes out. But it doesn't happen in the same breath, right? It doesn't happen like that. We have different emotions throughout the entire day, every day. That is normal. Uh, some parts of the day we might be, you know, very happy. The next part of the day we may be incredibly sad about something, but it's not within the same breath, the same sentence. That is the major difference that I'm trying to say here. Um, so yes, Golden Girl, she has a few spark plugs burn out, screws loose, in my opinion. When it's going to sneak up like on us. You're right, Golden Girl. You're right. But it's not. I'm saying, yeah, yeah. It's different throughout. It's throughout the day. Um, our hormones affect behaviors. Our emotions rather, and different things affect. You know, some things how we react. But not the same breath. Um, so sudden shifts in emotional tone, guys. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you for being 344. Good to see you, girl. Hope you are well. Every time Edgar gets overly defensive or goes into a raging manic, shows what he's trying to keep everyone away from. Always causes the opposite, pointing right what we need to look at. I mean, it's many times when people can't control something, right? They rage, right? If it's not going my way, it's the highway. Overly rehearsed or robotic statements, right? Being robots, right? Let me see here. Oh, damn it. I might have it here. Give me 2 seconds. Right. I think I have it here, maybe. While you guys are doing that, please hit that thumbs up button. How many thumbs up do we got up in here? Up in here. I would greatly appreciate it if y'all would hit that thumbs up button. Become a member. Greatly appreciate that as well. Right?
Way before.
Right. Very robiotic, right?
Three-wayed. He three-wayed law enforcement and was telling them like our son is missing and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, go back to the house. They're on their way. And I ran back.
right? Feeling very scripted, overly rehearsed or robotic. And when you look at this right here, right, saying, three-wayed, he three-wayed.
Happened our son, and I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I
Right.
drove over by the school,
Rocco,
and he's already
Michelle.
at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming, and he was like,
He was like,
uh, three-wayed. He three-wayed law enforcement, and
it's, in my opinion, how I'm feeling, to be honest with you. Right. Yes. I agree. Be great. I agree. So there's that. Now, so overly rehearsed, or, you know, being a robot, like, constantly very rigid, uh, is part of it as well. Um, I always say KK, those Amish, what is it? The Amish photo. It's like a guy and a woman farmer, and they're just standing there like that, right? It's like KK. She's just standing there with like her pitchfork, and she's just like, mm, doesn't make sense. That's it. American Gothic. There we go. That was it. Couldn't remember it. Thank you for that. All right. Timeline inconsistencies, right? Changing last seen times. Jesus to goodness. That is a big one, right? Changing last seen times. Was it 9 o'clock? Was it 10 o'clock? Was it 11 o'clock? Was it midnight? Right? In, for instance, Summer Wells' case, did she actually go inside? Was her brothers last that seen her in the living room? Did she go downstairs? Was she actually seen out by the swing, kind of thing? Changing last seen times. Big one. Contradicting themselves. I could be here for days and days on that one. Constantly contradicting themselves, right? He's not the type that would go outside. He is fearful of bugs, but he walked out the door, right? Uh, he doesn't like, he would never go without his shoes, but he went without his shoes, right? Many, many different contradictions. He locked the door behind him, but he didn't wear his shoes. Taking the time to allegedly lock the door, to care that much, but not, take the time where you're in the same area to lock the door. You are standing by your shoes. Doesn't make sense. Vague alibis. I was asleep. Yep. I was asleep. I didn't go check on him in his room because he's 15 and he could have been doing something in there. I was on the phone for 2 hours with my husband, but I was also studying, talking to my husband, falling asleep, but also heard a thud, and I don't know why he walked out the door. Word salad. Yes. Vagueness. is something should be a red flag in any, and I mean any, case. Vagueness is because it gives them wiggle room. You don't need wiggle room when you have nothing to hide when your child is missing. You don't need it. It's not necessary. It is what it is. Say it, and that's it. It all aligns up. Right? No verifiable timeline from third parties. That's a big one as well. Now, with well, I keep going back to Summer's case as well, but with Summer's case, the boys were allegedly home, but Summer allegedly went through the living room while the boys were watching television, and she was allegedly taken from downstairs. So they know that Summer was there at some point, and that would have been a third party, sort of a third party. A third party is really someone outside of your friends or family or someone you know, but kids will generally tell the truth. No verifiable timelines from third parties. Where we have, in Edgar's case, right? We have this one person who seems to have a lot of emotion. He claims to be someone that Edgar works with, and he claims to have seen Edgar that evening. And later on that evening, says he was going into this camper place that Edgar and all of them was staying at. But there's also, he allegedly has a place 39 minutes north, like a residential area, a residential uh home 30 some minutes north of where Edgar was staying. So why would he be actually in the vicinity of where Edgar was staying? Seems like Edgar mentions the wells an awful lot. Yes. He also mentions um God, my mind this evening, guys. I'm sorry. The young gentleman who went missing in Nashville right around the time Summer went missing. Gabby's parents, we seen how Laundries acted. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Riley Strand, thank you. So there's really no verifiable timelines. In, for instance, Seth's timeline, right? We have him with not only on camera, the time Sebastian went missing, the entire time that night, from the time KK and Sebastian were at the restaurant to literally the time he gets goes to his car because he can't have his phone in his car. He is not only on camera, his superiors are there, and the people in jail, locked in jail, literally, right? So there is plenty of that. Now, another, a thing that can help be a verifiable timeline, for instance, I mean, it's not, you know, foolproof, but, uh, Life 360, phones, uh, cameras are for sure is a big one, right? So there's that. Victim complex, right? Everyone is judging us. Everyone is judging us. Woe is me. Hear it in every single interview. Every single interview in almost all of these cases. Letitia Stout, the Wells, again, not been, arrested of anything, but highly scrutinized through the court of public opinion, and Edgar and KK. Focusing on their own suffering, the woe is me. Online rants, right? Online rants. That's a big one. Big one, right? And I want to be clear, everything that I am showing you here is not my opinion. This is not my opinion, these things right here. 1 second, y'all. All right, these the things listed in all of these are not my opinion. These are not my opinion. After I read them to you, then I tell you my opinion. But these are what experts say. Experts say. Again, online rants, blaming media or cops, right? Don Wells constantly blamed the police, constantly blamed CPS, blaming the media. The online rants, again, Don Wells, Candace, Edgar, all of that. Letitia Stout, calling attention to harassment, not the child, right? I'm worried that, uh, Bessie Too Good Shoes, the creator, uh, well, use Britney for an example or whatever, running backwards in a field full of DICKS, right? Uh, Things he said about, mob crew, that kind of thing. You're calling attention to their opinions and how they feel based upon their own opinion, but they could be spending all of that attention to their missing child. Did they just say that because a lot of autistic children elope? That's my guess, in my opinion. Perhaps always. Avoidance behavior, not participating in searches. Bing, 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 right? Big one. Not participating in searches. I don't know, in my opinion, of one time Don and Candace Wells ever searched at all. When it comes to KK and Edgar, in my opinion, the times that they did 10, 11 months later, in my opinion, it was more for a photo op. I could be wrong on that. So, but certainly didn't very much, if at all, especially in the beginning. declining polygraphs or failing them, right? Well, Candace Wells, they had to literally come and get her and throw her in the back of a cop car to take her down to do her polygraph. Edgar, did you and the mother pass a polygraph? The answer is passed. The answer is passed. That's part of the vagueness, right? Declining polygraphs or failing them. In my opinion, I do not believe Edgar ever took a polygraph, and KK may have taken a polygraph. It was offered to him via Nancy Grace publicly, and he never took that polygraph or failing them. If KK took a polygraph, she could have passed, or she could have failed, or it could have been inconclusive. Big thing. Big thing. Avoiding pressers, updates, or flyers, right? Meaning, not standing by the police if there's a presser, if it's, some parents, many times, especially if, so look at Brandy and Tyler's, Michael Vaughn's family. They have stood by law enforcement just about every single press conference. Now, in Summer Wells' case, Don and Candace never did. Now, many times it's, the parents don't because the police maybe won't stand by them. I don't know. But in Sebastian's case, right, none of the parents stood by any of the press conference. Now, that could be because, they weren't in the area at the time. I don't know. But I believe this is a split house hold, if you will. And, I wish Seth would have been standing by them at one of those pressers. But I think it would look kind of weird if, for instance, one of the parents or more are they have some suspicion towards one of the parents and the other parent is standing there. I think many times when they're trying to be, the police are trying to be secretive or neutral, they don't want to start a speculation, even more speculation, saying, oh my God, look, the one parent is there, they must be looking at the other two parents, right? So there's that. He never truly admits he did. No, he doesn't. Sets should always be visible regardless of what KK and CP do, in my view. I agree, Lake said. I agree. I think if there is another press conference, and Seth knows about it, I think he should be there 1,000%, regardless of whether any of the other family are. Ghosting friends or family asking questions, right? That's a big one. That's a really big one. ghosting friends or family asking questions, and many times it'll be like, oh, you don't believe me? The potential suspect or suspects may kind of flip it on you. What? You're asking me these questions? Hello, look at me. I'm, you know, their mother. I'm their father. Why would you be asking me this? Right? Are you insinuating something? And this is the thing. People who have nothing to hide nothing. You have no problem answering any question or threatening neighbors asking questions allegedly. Yes. Or even just driving by in their own neighborhood. That's a big one, Lakeside. Absolutely. Ghosting friends, family, asking questions. Less than 72 hours after Sebastian vanished. In my opinion, there was a fight manufactured. So KK so Seth would leave the house so he couldn't ask questions to KK while another individual went and got his fifth wheel, allegedly. Hey, JC, thank you so much, my friend. Really do appreciate that support, my dear. Justin, I asked a detective about polygraphs yesterday. He said if they suspect wrongdoings with that person, they will tell them they pass. I mean, it can be, yeah. I mean, I think it's different. I think there's different methods used. But I don't think that's always true. I don't think it's always true. Like in Chris Watts, they just flat out tell him you fail. I think it depends on the situation. It depends on the situation, right? So thank you for your support, JC. I appreciate you. Melissa makes a very good point. Lori Vallow said, "You know me, right?" And then what did Lori Vallow do? She ghosted the hell out of friends and family, right? Very good point, Melissa. Thank you so much, Candace. I really do appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much. You have bite markers interview. The bite mark interview, like on the hands and stuff? Yes. Yes, what about it? I don't know what you mean by that, but write in the chat and Brooks Hawk, they told him he failed, I think. That's true, which I think he did fail. Flat out, yeah. Legal and financial moves. Lawyers before accusations. Now, I don't necessarily agree with this one, but I do agree with this and I don't agree with it because you have a right to an attorney at any time. At any time. Guilty, innocent, somewhere in between. I don't know. But, you know, as far as, your missing child, and you just want to find your child, I don't know why you would get an attorney, uh, and lawyer up and not speak to the police. That, why would you not speak to the police about your missing child? So, but you do have the right. This is a big one. And guys, I swear on every single thing I love, I did not write these or make these up. These are what we study. Restraining orders on truth seekers. I'll leave that right there. Yes, you can. Can you show the bite marks interview? Yeah, yeah. I can, Candace. Sure. I sure will. Right after this, yeah. Absolutely. Lawyered up if you wish, but talk to law enforcement. Absolutely, Lakeside Lawyer. Absolutely. Absolutely. I swear on everything. I did not write this or anything. This is the things we study. Restraining order on truth seekers. Now, the next one may make Seth look bad in a sense. The first part. But I know Seth is innocent, and I know he just wants to find his son, but we have to be fair here. Early GoFundMes. Early GoFundMes. Now, Seth did not create the fundraiser. His sister did, but still, there it is. Actually, I don't think Edgar and KK would be mad about the fundraiser at all, but I think that is what Edgar started the fight out on Wednesday because he knew Seth would leave because his sister started the fundraiser, and I think that's what the argument was about on Wednesday. So I don't think he would actually care otherwise, but he has to stick to that, in my opinion. So there's that. Suspicious spending. There has been claims that Seth paid rent for some ladies or a lady, and that he's bought a motorcycle and all of that. Those are 1000% absolutely, unequivocally false. Absolutely false. Oh, thank you so much, Lady for Justice. Thank you, my dear. I really do appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much, my dear. 3 days and no sun would be a panic mode. Yes. Thank you so much, Lady for Justice. Really do appreciate your support, my dear. Means so much to me. It really does. Refusing records or property searches, right? Now, all the parents in Sebastian's case has allowed property searches that I'm aware of. I'm really trying to be neutral and fair here on this. However, I will say that if you don't allow police to search and they have probable cause, they're coming anyways. Number one. Number two, property searches. There's been other individuals out there who wanted to use the dogs and stuff and go in the home, and Edgar and KK said no in that instance. Same with Don and Candace Wells as well. Yes, guys, please hit that thumbs up. Please. It takes less than a second to just the tip, just the one little tap, right? He said that because that's what he was doing. So rejection from Mr. Chris. You think so, Val? They have no trespassing signs. Oh, they have them all over, but they don't. They seem to not matter. They seem to not mind the person who was trespassing. Person who was trespassing on their property the night the stepchild or his stepchild went missing. Thank you, Wendy. All right. Suspicious social media. Seth took a polygraph and passed. Absolutely, Kiki. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate that. You did it. Quotes and memes instead of updates. Quotes and memes instead of updates, right? That's a big one. Quotes and memes instead of updates. We get these little things that, you know, said parent or step parents, post this video of, yeah, you should have whooped your kid's ass or they wouldn't be so disrespectful. Bullshit. It's complete bullshit, right? Turning off comments, deleting old posts, posting glam selfies post tragedy. I don't think any of I don't know of any parents who has done that, posting glam selfies post tragedy, but that's one of the things they give us. So I don't know. To me, it seems more like a, something like a middle-aged woman unaliving her husband or something like that. But more disturbing signs: giving away pets or moving fast. Well, you know, uh, in Don and Candace Wells, they gave away a lot of animals, but they needed to get rid of those animals because they weren't being cared for as well. Now, in Sebastian's case, he was getting rid of animals way before Sebastian went missing, right? Replacing mattresses and furniture. Um, I'll let that go where it is. Blocking or attacking critiques. Uh, you know, go run through a field of D's running backwards and, that kind of thing. Memorial planning way too soon. I think in Don and Candace's case, or particularly Don's, he was giving up on Summer not even in the first 24 hours, like literally the first 3 hours. I'll see her in the resurrection. Justin, remember the cockroaches and the dog food at 110. That will always be right there. Wait, what? Yes. Not attending any vigils or events. Huge one. Huge one. Yes. Absolutely. So, a few thoughts on this. These are patterns, they're not proof. These are things that we learn. Innocent parents fight relentlessly. Behavior always matters in investigations. Stay sharp, stay compassionate, and clutch your pearls and keep asking questions. So that was all of that one. Now we're going to get into one that's a little more controversial. A little more controversial. But I think we need to talk about it. I really do. Because I believe the average YouTuber who is in true crime truly get manipulated by many people, particularly parents or suspects or potential suspects in a case. I don't think they've been trained, and I think they go on emotion and not the facts or logic. And I think it's very important. When missing child parents try to control the narrative, right? And this is, let me pull up my notes here. Bear with me. When missing children or missing child parents try to control the narrative through creators, I should have, through creators, through creators, through creators. And many, just being honest here, many followers will follow the creator's opinion. I seem to mention the video in my, yes, Dean. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Dean White. Because if the creator is manipulated, and I'm going to tell you something, they don't think they're being manipulated. Not me. I would never be manipulated by that mother trucker. Sorry. They're manipulated. When missing children parents try to control the narrative through creators. Why they do it? They want to humanize themselves. Big thing. They want to humanize themselves, right? And I always say, what, and this goes for Seth, this goes for KK, this goes for Edgar, this goes for Don, this goes for Candace, this goes for everyone. Who they were post you and I knowing them was who they are, right? And then after, the child goes missing or loved one goes missing or they're being accused in the court of public opinion, they show their best face. They show their best face. Like Chris McDonough first said this, and I think this is a brilliant example. And every human being has this. You, me, everyone. The public self, right? Who we are right now. The private self, who we are with our husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, close friends, and family. Right? And the secret self, the person we are that no one will ever know. Right? We think a bad thought and you think, oh my God, why did I think that? Why did I think that? I would never tell anybody that. Those kind of things. Right? Or, something you did, at some point in your life and you would never tell anybody. Right? That kind of thing. They want you to believe them, especially if they have no facts on their side. So they will charm you. Just like the snake in the Garden of Eden, right? They just slither up that tree compliment you or just so good, lovely. I don't know why. No bueno. Listen to their exes. Listen to them in a lot of cases. Listen to them. Parents try to bond emotionally with creators, right? Saying, for instance, I was abused too. You're not the only one. You're the only one, rather, who understands. Focus shifts from the child to their own pain, right? Well, what about me? Right? Not how do you think Don is feeling, Candace is feeling, Letitia is feeling, uh, KK is feeling, Edgar is feeling, Seth is feeling. Well, what about their missing child? How are they feeling? It's not about any of them. None. None of them. It's not about them at all. But, you know, sorry, I get emotional. It just ticks me off the way, this person has an opinion about me. When let me tell you something, if you're online and are a creator, people have opinions. They have opinions about me. They have opinions about every other creator on here. Okay? Same as they have opinions about Don, Candace, Edgar, KK, Seth, anyone else. Right? But that's the thing with a lot, in my opinion, of true crime creators is they start focusing on their self. Start focusing on their self, right? Oh, this person doesn't like you. This person said this about you. Well, we didn't come here for that if you're in true crime, right? We're here for true crime. Are you here for the missing, or are you here to argue with, Betsy or Belinda or Becky or Sarah or Jennifer? Are you there to argue with them? Or are you there for true crime? The missing. Which one is it? Right? So there's that. Why they do it? Big, 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 big thing. Narrative. They want to control the narrative. They want specific language used, right? You can talk about this. You can't talk about this. Don't question me on this, but I'll tell you this. To avoid certain topics, CPS, criminal history, don't talk about my truck, right? Don Wells, I was at work. I took the car, my brand new car, that why would you put tools in that car? And you never took that vehicle before? And why would you, there was nothing wrong with your truck, so why would you unload all of your tools into your Subaru just to dirty it up? Right? Don't talk about my truck. Right? But if we don't know where you were and you don't show proof in the court of public opinion, people are going to talk about it. It's just that simple. Tactics, fake friendships, messages, right? Start innocent, then they overshare, trauma bond, and try to create a private relationship with creators, right? Right. Let's go out. Let's have let's have tea together. Let's have coffee together. Let's uh let's go on a vacation together, right? If it has nothing to do with the missing child, you should not be getting together with them. Thank you, Candace. That's just the truth. Otherwise, you are absolutely being manipulated. Whether you agree with that or not, you are being manipulated. That's the truth. Would a private investigator uh, go on a vacation with someone that they are, working a case for? Hell no. Hell no. You just need the information. You don't really need the emotional part of it. Hello, and good to see you, Nerdy. YouTube keeps making me manually update my membership when I'm already a member. Oh, I'm sorry, Nerdy. I don't know why it does that. Tanya, thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I did not see that earlier. Welcome to the Pearl family. Really do appreciate you. Guys, if y'all want to become a member, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. For gifted memberships, that works too. I think Sebastian was in the truck at the gas station. Could have been. Could have been. Trauma bond. Oh, this happened to you. Oh, this happened to me. Right? Or you don't like that person. I don't like that person either. So we can synergize on that, right? Tactics, right? Uh what? I've always found it interesting how much time and effort CP put into being in the YouTube channels. I yes, Lori. That must be a full-time job, right? It must be a full-time job. To watch all of our lives that we do every day, because many of us do Sebastian Rogers almost every day, right? There we go. Tactics infiltrating comments. They or their family, friends, flood your comment section with praise or defense. It becomes a PR zone, right? That not only goes for comment section, it goes chat, uh, text messages, emails, all of that. Tactics, sympathy traps. They'll guilt you. You make us look bad. You're hurting the case. But the child's story should come first, right? That's a big one. You make us look bad. You're hurting the case. It's always about the truth, popular or not, right? If I thought if I didn't know actually for 1 second that Seth wasn't at work, there's no way in hell I would be saying that. If Seth ever really started saying suspicious things to me or telling me, say this or don't say that or whatever, I would be like, what are you working with here? What are you doing? Right? Um, there, I don't know, someone was in chat a while back and they said, I think it was, they said, at night or something, someone with them said, you know, they said, don't talk about that. And I said, nobody tells me what to talk about or not talk about. Nobody. Nobody. Okay. If I like them, don't like them, whatever. Nobody is going to tell me what I can say or not say when I believe or know it's the truth or my opinion or my content. It's not the way it's going to work. Right? Just the way it is. There was a time I looked at all three of them equally. They put themselves in the spotlight. Lost Voices with Jackie. I think we have to, in the beginning, look at all of them individually. Right? I don't think that's. I think if it's you just go to one person and don't see what the others were doing that night or their story, their interviews, their questioning or their lack of questioning or their lack of answers, then I don't think that's fair, right? So, it's with, I think in Summer Wells' case, the parents, in mom or specifically stepdad, in Sebastian Rogers' case, it's uh say this, don't say that, or move along, nothing to see here, move along. So, how is Seth doing? Seth and Tony are very quiet. Don't see them in chat much. Um, yeah, I think I I don't know. I really don't know. I want to know the motive behind CP and KP coming on YouTube. I feel it was to test run their script of lies before they did. Oh, I mean, yes, yes, it was test, Elisa, in my opinion as well. Right? It's been March, April, May, 15 months now. 15 months, and that's a long time. In Summer Wells' case, uh, what are we at? Uh, what are we going to 5 years or 4 years? 4 years. She was only on the earth for 5 years. Let that sink in. She's been missing almost as long as she was on the planet. She hasn't been found, and Dawn and Candace still sit up on the hill. By the way, have y'all seen a picture of KK recently? Her and Dawn are back together, and she's either going through some health problems or she's on the math, in my opinion. Um, it's let's see here. Look at this. Hold on. Let me show you this, y'all. I was like, oh, damn. That's bad. No, I mean Candace the mother. She looks really bad. I got to send it to my phone. Let me show you this, guys. I was like, oh, damn. Here we go. Let's see here. Oh, shit. I hope she's not going through any health problems. I really do. I don't want that for anybody. But she has lost a lot of weight. And that is just not Candace, in my opinion. Grandis was bad on those pills. Oh, I think they're all on the junk. You see, she just that doesn't look like Candace, does it? I mean, her head looks big. Her hands look big, and her and KK on it. You think so? That just doesn't look like her, in my opinion. Hold on 1 second. I think I messed it up. I guess she just had a birthday. I don't know. I can't help it, but there's a part of me that feels sorry for Candace when I see her. And I shouldn't feel that way. I don't think. I mean, I have compassion for when she was a kid. I think she had such a fucked up childhood. But she does need a bra. Does she have those tattoos? Justin, you just have a good heart. Well, thank you. But I just feel I'm not saying absolutely an addiction, but cause that's true. It can cause a host a health problems. Absolutely. I think she has a condition as well, but Candace just it doesn't even look like her. I mean, it does look like her, but it doesn't. Lloyd, we don't know if she did that to her sister. Respectfully, we can't say that. She looks like she's in a home. Well, she cleans for a family or two now. I think she cleans for a family almost full time. Uh, I don't think she unalived her sister at all. No, no, no. She's not in a rehab place. She's up on the hill, is where she's at. She looks 20 years younger. I don't know about that, but I think she looks younger, but I think her and Don were fighting and they broke up and he had another woman up on the hill for a minute and he laid up on the hill when he tried to hit her with the Subaru because he screwed himself up rather than going to the hospital and getting the cops called on him. What's below the hill? What do you mean what's below the hill? They live on a hill. No, she doesn't. She does clean for a living, yes. I'll tell you what happened. And, if you have a family, you have a family system, right? And the health of your family varies at different times in all of our lives, right? Um, but what happened, take my vape out of the way. What happens whenever the what is it? COVID. I was going to say the VUD happened. Before that, Don and Candace were doing a lot better. Their house was cleaner uh before COVID. And we all got money when the COVID happened, right? Rose definitely deserves justice, Lloyd. She absolutely deserves justice. Absolutely. But they got a lot of money. And I don't think that's good for some when they have a coke problem or a math problem or whatever. And I think that was the downhill effect of this family, in my opinion. Can you put a before and after picture up to each other? I don't know if I have a before. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it. I mean, I do have before and afters, but this was. Hold on. Here, I'll do this. This was her when uh Summer first went missing. Um and Don, these people change their looks so much. It's incredible. It really is. We'll do it before and after. I have so many files on these people. It's incredible. Um I'm about to show you. Give me a second. This was Candace when Summer first went missing. Now, Candace has 7 children combined. 7 children. And she has none of them now. Her mom was a really terrible person to her growing up. So on the left, the one in the orange shirt, that's her now. And then the one with the ball cap is when that was their first interview. And then the one with her eyes closed with her hat off, that was her whenever she was at a prayer vigil. That's right. The change in their facial appearance can be attributed. Yes. Yep. And there, I mean, math can change your physical appearance. I mean, partially due to your teeth, but your actual skeletal as well. So I hope she's not going through any health problems. I really do hope she's not going through any health problems. I don't know. You think she looks better now? I mean, I think her hair looks better and all of that, but her nose looks crooked. Well, I think that's from Dawn. You know what I mean? How old is she? I don't know how old Candace is now. Mohawk, do you remember? I mean, look at this. This is her with Summer and, the boys. You think she does SL? I think she looks kind of ill. No, she's not 46. I know that. Yeah, it will, Elisa. She may just be working more now. She just doesn't look well. They have the most MS. Kids are gorgeous. They're just good kids, She's late 30s or very early 40s, I would say. You know. This was Dr. Phil. She was really struggling here. She had just gotten all of her teeth pulled out here. She went more feminine, in my opinion. I think so. I think so too. She cut her hair allegedly because Summer had her hair cut. I don't know, but what I do believe, in my opinion, is that they know what happened to Summer. I believe that, and I will believe that for a long ass time. I pray that my prayer has always been the same. Lord, put the right person, preferably soon, in the path of where Summer is. That little girl does not deserve, well, she deserves to be alive, but I can't stand the thought of Summer, of Sebastian, of these babies out somewhere where no one knows where they are except for maybe one or two people. They can't get flowers, honor, respect, can't. It's just sad. It's just really sad. You're exactly right, Lost Voices with Jackie. I don't think, absolutely, Lily and Jack. It's different. The color in her face is different. And I think Ronnie Lawson, shame on you. Shame on you. You was more concerned about your son's problem rather than doing what you was voted in to do, protect and serve and hold up the Constitution. If I had gone through everything that Candace had gone through in her lifetime, I would not look very well either. She's carrying a heavy load on those shoulders. I agree, Shirley. I agree. The things that Candace has done in her life and the things that she has allowed after she's an adult to happen to her, because I just don't think she thinks she deserves better. I'm telling you, she needs to get away from Don Wells. She needs to. Like, he almost unalived her not long ago, fairly recently. You're right, a laugh a day. And she left, was gone a bit, came back. Yeah, that's right, Elisa. They don't want any. It's crazy. I don't know, man. All right, guys. I love you all. And Monkey, yes. She probably feels like nobody else would want her. I don't know. I mean, Candace has not ever had a problem finding lovers. Hey, Buddha. I don't believe Summer would be missing if it wasn't for Summer's daddy. I don't believe, in my opinion, Sebastian would be missing if it wasn't for someone that entered Sebastian's life. Roxy, yes. What's your question, honey? She is Maria. He crashed her car, tried to run her over, fucked himself up, brought another woman on the hill. Thank you, Leslie. When he was in Utah the summer of 2020. To be honest, they looked healthy when he was in. They're toxic for each other. Do we know anything about Seth having custody of Sebastian? Do you know anything about Seth having custody of Sebastian? As in, what do you mean? He has joint custody. That's what you mean. What's up with Sebastian and Summer having Utah connections? I don't know how does Sebastian have Utah connections? As in the Foots losing custody because of the CPS cause. I don't think that they've lost custody. Not that I'm aware of, Roxy. Did something just happen? Yeah, they share custody. He was going to be 12 on his birthday that year. The home they wanted him to go to in thank you, Kiki. Always coming in your lives 2 hours late. This is ridiculous. Has stuff. SI officer, hold on. Nope. 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 SI officer, to the office, please. You're being paged. SI officer, to the office, please. You're being paged. We need a late slip for SI officer.
A monkey? A monkey? It's a monkey. You know that? A monkey? A monkey? It's a monkey. You know that?
Agent unlocked.
Welcome to the family.
If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
This is an actual video of Edgar picking up the phone at Cruella's house.
Hello? Hello? I said don't disturb me while I'm cleaning my room!
What can I say? We know how Edgar is very picky about cleaning rooms. Sniffs the vacuum. That's Edgar. Seth just looked at him. Seth didn't want Sebastian to go anywhere but to live with him. Yep. Yep. I said, don't disturb me while I'm cleaning my room, Edgar says. Don was getting all Dukes of Hazzard on Can. Well, he literally hauled off and hit her on a live. And it was horrible. But Candace took it like a champ. Caroline Miller. Who's that, Roxy? And she's like, oh, way to go, Donnie. You fucking stupid. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it was something. She's an FBI agent. Hold on, let me look. Maybe, let me see here. Caroline Miller. Nope, don't know her. Dumbass. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Tropicana. Thank you so much. I didn't finish it, but I gotta go to bed. I love you all, truly. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you, my pearls. Prayers go to all of you, every single one of you, whether you're in the bushes, whether you love me, whether you can't stand me. I love you. And I'm praying for you because we're all going through something, right? Right. Much love. Good night, everyone. God bless.